Anybody else notice how Pluto went direct and then a couple days later, YouTube has an outage? Is it a coincidence? Because I think not. Pluto and Aquarius has a lot to do with technology. Well, Aquarius, period, has a lot to do with technology. Uranus, creativity, unpredictability, randomness. It's also the randomness and creativity that exists before order and structure. So then you create stuff and order and structure come along. Technology being a part of that makes sense. Also, think about the creativity that comes from the order and structure of technology. We literally create containers that are structured so that we can talk to each other, like this app or websites or, I don't know, Bluetooth connectivity. There's a whole bunch of stuff, right? Creative. I think one of the other really interesting parts about this Pluto direct YouTube outage is that Saturn and Uranus, the rulers of Aquarius, are still retrograde. Now, because they're still retrograde, we're still looking backwards. We're still looking at previous timelines, previous spaces, the past, right? Reconsidering some things. So whenever we have problems related to technology or issues come up related to technology and you notice either Pluto, Saturn, or Uranus, or all of them, or a pair of them are retrograde, probably we're being asked to look at something of previous system structures, creativity that maybe is supposed to be restructured and is not supposed to come with us. Does that mean YouTube's gonna go away? I don't think so. I also know that in a lot of my readings over this year, really, since Pluto's been in Aquarius, there's been a lot of talk between me and clients. Not every client, but it's been enough that it's a pattern. There's been a lot of talk between me and clients about how 15 years from now, it's a long time, okay, but Pluto will still be in Aquarius. 15 years from now, technology and spirituality and our relationship to our relationship to them as a society. Oh my God. What was that? I don't know where that came from, but okay. Our relationship to them as a society is going to be really different. And really different in the sense that spirituality and technology are going to be even more integrated into our every interaction. And a lot of the times the readings that I've been doing that have been bringing this topic up have had to do with the kids, the youth, the children. So I'm really interested, curious, wondering, what's the youth gonna do? What's gonna change because of the kids that are coming up now? Like literal actual children and also just the youth, like people who are younger. What is gonna change because those people, kids, decide they're gonna pick some things up and do things different? It reminds me, okay, let's talk about it. It reminds me of a conversation that I had with one of the maintenance guys at the old apartment that I lived at. He was, I don't know how old, he was probably in his 50s. Which when I look at people, I'm like, listen, if you're 80 plus, that's old. That's old. But like 50s and 60s, yeah, you're older, but you're not like ancient, you know what I mean? So like he was older, but he wasn't like old. Right, okay. And I don't know, maybe when I'm 50, in my 50s and 60s, maybe I'll be like, she didn't have no idea what she was talking about. But anyways, to me, myself right now, but I am almost 30 and I still feel like a kid sometimes. So whatever, I don't know if that ever changes. Moving on though, the conversation that I had with him, we were talking about a time before technology existed. And I kind of get reminded of this every time that I talk to somebody who existed before phones and the internet, and well, not phones like phones, right? But like phones as in what this thing is right here, phones, cell phones, laptops, all of that good stuff. Because I remember growing up, like we had one of those like cool colored Mac laptops, and I remember it being like this like really cool thing that we really were not supposed to mess up. Like we had to take really good care of it, and like they were you know, it is what it is. But anyways, moving on. I was talking to this maintenance guy at my old apartment, and we were talking about like a time before this sort of technology existed. And Spirit showed me this great big vision in my brain, and I got to see like truly, really how much has changed from when this kind of technology started to be a thing to now. And how much, do I know what's going to change? No, but how much is going to change from now until like 15 years from now? Crazy. What? Crazy. And as someone who's just started studying more technologically inclined areas, we'll leave specifics for another day, but that's where I'm at right now. It's interesting to me. Wow, this video took like such a turn. Whatever, we're here, okay? It's interesting to me to think about how much technology can already do, and like it's gonna be more. More? Whoa, okay. That's a little crazy. That's a little wild. That's a little, I don't know what to think about that is what that is. Anyways, gratitude, reverence, and love to you. Thanks for sitting with me while I eat my lunch. Hello, hi. And keep up the work you need to do. I will too. Keep up the brew, as the brewers do. That's the truth. I'll see you soon. Also true. Crazy. Thanks for letting technology connect us, because that is freaking wild. When I think about it, it really actually blows my mind. Anyways, we already spent lots of minutes talking about it, so I'll talk to you soon.